Hi, Jim Shaw here from Crystal Group. A lot of people ask me, how do you size your rails for the units? And we've actually come up with a test fixture that allows us to do that. And we can look at different kinds of rails, general devices, Jonathan's, our own custom rails that we build, and we design our servers so that they can fit a large variety of different rails. And so what we ended up doing is we built a test fixture to actually test the essentially the durability of the rails. And why do you want to do that? Well, shock loading and vibration tend to be the two issues that you're concerned about. Crash safety or 901D would be the two concerns with the loading, and then just how stable it is or how strong it is in vibration would be the other issue. So we modified vibration fixture. We went ahead and purchased a bottle jack, and then a dial indicator and a load cell. And what we're doing is we're actually measuring force and deflection associated with the rails that we've mounted into this system. And so a standard 2U RS-255 server in here, and we have it set up right now. It's just contacting the top of the server on the load cell, and then we have a deflection gauge, and we'll zero that in on the dial indicator, and then we can actually load the unit to, say, 100 pounds or close to it, and we can see that we've actually deflected the unit 55 thousandths of an inch. And so what we then do is then keep loading the unit until we actually damage the rails. So in this case, we're testing the crystal glides in this fixture, and as you can see, we're about to reach around to failure. And so when we go through this testing, then we can do kind of a case study on general devices rails will withstand this amount of deflection. The Crystal Group glides that we design will take a certain amount of deflection. The Jonathan rails, so we can keep doing that until we actually permanently deflect or distort the rails. What this does is it gives us an idea of how many rails we need to be putting on, how strong, what type, and that allows us to, with confidence, be able to put our customers in the right kind of mounting solution for the purpose of withstanding shock and vibration. We've seen some 901D test racks where we've had accelerometers on our units measure 83 Gs at around 17 milliseconds of activity for that shock pulse. So that's a tremendous amount of energy. It would be pretty easy for your unit to come out of there, but that's just kind of the reason that we do this is we need to make sure that we understand what the dynamics are, and based on the mass of the unit, what kind of rail type we would use. So that's just a short demonstration of how we go in and size the rails for the application. Hope that was informative. Thanks a lot.
Join us next time for another shiny object at Crystal Group.